Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We got 11 races. Let's quickly go to those track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s, a fast main track, a firm turf course, and a mostly cloudy sky here today. The first of 11 on Sunday over the turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 7 signed on. The bettors like number 2, Grand Junior.
Racing at Gulfstream. Burning Wild was a step slow to begin. A good start for West of Eden, and down at the rail, Shackelford Storm away in the top flight. Grand Junior is away third. He's going to be reined back to run only a length behind. From fourth, it's Ozable working 2 ahead of our Cat Daddy, then Starship Menace, and trailing is Burning Wild. They swing around the far turn, 3 horses across the course. Shackelford Storm leads by a head. Right back at him is West of Eden, and from between horses, Grand Junior. These 3 in lockstep, working ahead of Ozable, who's fourth and looking to the outside. Then back to our Cat Daddy ahead of Starship Menace, and Burning Wild tries to play catch up at the back. All 7 in with a chance with a quarter of a mile left to go. From between horses, Grand Junior puts ahead in front. On the far outside, it's our Cat Daddy with Ozable, and Burning Wild looking for room for Corrales with an eighth of a mile left. It's now Grand Junior who hits the lead. Our Cat Daddy charging hard on the outside. Ozable between horses. Ozable and our Cat Daddy go on. Ozable's ahead in front. Our Cat Daddy one final push, but I don't think he got by. Ozable photos with our Cat Daddy in 56 and 3.
Exciting stretch run in today's first race, but in the end it was 6-1 proposition. Ozable from the outside gate, who prevails gamely under jockey Miguel Vasquez for Bucket List Stables and trainer Dave Casson. Number 6, our Cat Daddy, fired a big shot to just miss while second, ahead of the 1 Shackelford Storm, who ran third. We move now to the second race and the start of the early pick 4, 7 furlongs over the main track starter allowance contest. Horses which have started for $50,000 or less and haven't won a race other than. A field of 6 signed on, the betting favorite and odds on, in fact, number 4, Fearless Dragon.
And they're off. Good start out wide for the comebacker Sonido, who hits the ground running. McMahon is sending Fearless Dragon for speed, and Arrecife comes away in the top flight. So it's Arrecife and Fearless Dragon who will hook up through the early stages of the contest from Sonido, who races from third. Then it's 2 back to fourth in Aberdeen Way. Following fifth is Grand Nene, and at the back of the field is Don't Come Knockin'. Down the backstretch they go. Arrecife wins the tussle with Fearless Dragon for the time being and leads by a length over Sonido in second through a 23-1 opening quarter. Fearless Dragon pocketed up third for C.J. McMahon, very much in range, a length and a half in front of Aberdeen Way. He gets the green light by Edgar Zayas to try to make some ground, racing ahead of Grand Nene, and still nothing from Don't Come Knockin'. Around the far turn they go. There's 3 furlongs left to journey. Up front, the leader is still Arrecife by a length. From second, Sonido. From third, Fearless Dragon. Grand Nene starts to find his best stride. He's fourth while tipping 3 wide for a stretch opportunity. And Don't Come Knockin' and Gaffleon try to play catch up at the back as they run past the quarter-mile pole. With the lead, it's still Arrecife to the attack now on the outside, and Grand Nene. Fearless Dragon's in very tight down toward the inside, but Fearless Dragon has now secured racing room. Sonido's right there. Don't Come Knockin' over the top with an eighth of a mile to go. Still many chances here. With the lead now, Grand Nene surges to a short lead. Fearless Dragon's at the rail, but Grand Nene with the momentum. Grand Nene will win it. Second is Fearless Dragon. Third is Sonido. Fourth, Don't Come Knockin' in 124 and 2.
Number 3, Grand Nene got started ahead of Fearless Dragon, and that was the difference maker as his momentum carried him to a narrow victory, giving Miguel Vasquez a sweep of the early daily double. This one for Grupo 7C Racing and trainer Jose Garofalo. 4, Fearless Dragon was second ahead of the 6, Sonido, who ran well in his comeback try. He settled for third. Time for a timeout. Don't go away. Plenty of racing action continues right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon over the main track in 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. We had a field of 8 sign on. The odds-on favorite, number 6, Flying Rocket.
And they're off. From between horses, that's Put the Boss Back, who gets the first call. The favorite Flying Rocket was away well. Padres not far away, nor is Bolara, who moves up down toward the inside. They're followed by My What About Me and Tito Control in the blues, angled to the far outside. Second last is You Are Silly, and Let's Go Irishman is last of all as they exit the chute. Up front now, Tito Control puts ahead in front of Put the Boss Back, who races from second. Manessis reins back Flying Rocket to race 3 wide while third through a 25-second opening quarter. Let's Go Irishman is on the outside. Bolara's parked at the rail, and Padres between horses. 2.5 clear of My What About Me, and You Are Silly is last. The race to the final 5 furlongs. Now they go to the half-mile mark. And up front, the leader Put the Boss Back in front to half a length. Flying Rocket is alongside second. That's all for Tito Control. Passed by Bolara, Let's Go Irishman, and Padre. Then My What About Me and You Are Silly. They went 48-3 for the opening half mile. There's now 3 furlongs left to go. On the outside, Flying Rocket goes to put ahead in front. Put the Boss Back right alongside second. Bolara's worked on third and put into the clear. On the outside, and Let's Go Irishman with Padre. These top flight horses have worked ahead of the rest as they go past the quarter-mile pole. On the inside, Put the Boss Back is dead game. Flying Rocket is right alongside after 3 quarters in 1:13.3. Bolara's 3 wide. These 3 to settle the score with a 3:16 to go. On the inside, it's Put the Boss Back, who still has a narrow lead. Flying Rocket to the outside is charging hard second. Bolara's third. We're down to 2. Put the Boss Back, dead game. Flying Rocket's not passed yet. Put the Boss Back, Flying Rocket, Put the Boss Back. What a game performance. Put the Boss Back wins narrowly from Flying Rocket in 1:39.2. And they're off. From between horses, New York Beth gets it done, gets the first call and tries to establish the lead. In tight is Pupatov and Sunshine Treasure marching forward at the rail. Sunshine Treasure will land in front of New York Beth gets it done, with Cape Town Lady racing in third. Down inside, that's Gift of Glory. Out wide on the course, I Want to Talk About Me is trying to march forward ahead of Pupatov, and rein back to last is Rate of Return as they round the first turn. 2-year-old fillies separated by 5 lengths, with New York Beth gets it done in front by a head. I Want to Talk About Me alongside second. Cape Town Lady joins the third running, Sunshine Treasure, then back fifth, and racing 4 behind is Gift of Glory ahead of Pupatov, and Rate of Return is the trailer. They make their way down the backstretch and up on the outside. Here's I Want to Talk About Me. Striding to the lead 1.5 lengths. New York Beth gets it done as second. Cape Town Lady on the outside now third. Back to fourth and inside. That's Sunshine Treasure ahead of Pupatov. Losing a bit of ground was Gift of Glory, and Rate of Return continues at the back of the field as they swing to the far turn. I Want to Talk About Me getting out on the turn, taking Cape Town Lady with her. Slipping through inside was Sunshine Treasure, and back in front is New York Beth gets it done. From the back, Rate of Return tries to get underway, and that was the 6. I Want to Talk About Me, who took a funny step and unseated the rider. The 6 is out of the race. 48-second half mile. New York Beth gets it done. Turns first with the lead. Cape Town Lady trying to overcome that far turn traffic, and up between horses and still right there is Sunshine Treasure. Gift of Glory on the outside. Pupatov from last. There's 1/8 of a mile to go. New York Beth gets it done. Pleading for the wire. Down the center, Rate of Return. Splitting horses is Gift of Glory. Gift of Glory and Sunshine Treasure go on. Gift of Glory, Sunshine Treasure, photo finish. Sunshine Treasure outside. Gift of Glory inside in 1:31.4. Good start for Nick the Card Shark on the outside equity. Moving up on the far outside is One Fine Ride, and Sherpa sent through down toward the inside. It's a five-way go for the early lead. The only two out-sprinted are Charlie the Greek and Mud in Your Eye. Down the backstretch they go. The five-headed duel is down to 3, and Sherpa has the lead. In between horses, Nick the Card Shark up on the outside, One Fine Ride. These three fly past the half-mile pole, working 3 ahead of Coddle and Cuddle. Then comes Equity ahead of Charlie the Greek, and Mud in Your Eye is last. 22 seconds for a rock-solid opening quarter speed. Around the far turn they go. 3 furlongs left to go. Nick the Card Shark and Sherpa kick on from One Fine Ride. Then Coddle and Cuddle. Trying to run on from the back is Charlie the Greek. He certainly has had pace to chase him. Medina threading through traffic on him. Outside in Equity and trailing is Mud in Your Eye with a quarter of a mile left to go. 45 and 3 for the opening half mile. Nick the Card Shark and Tyler Gaffleone turn first. On the outside, Charlie the Greek under a full head of steam and charging hard second. Sherpa's back to third. Then back fourth is Coddle and Cuddle. Final 16th of a mile. Nick the Card Shark has to deal with Charlie the Greek on the outside. Charlie the Greek, Nick the Card Shark, nip and tuck. It's Charlie the Greek. Nick the Card Shark outrun while second ahead of Sherpa third, and fourth was Coddle and Cuddle in 1:11 flat.
Passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
And they're off. That was the 4 Rah-Rah, who reared at the start, threw her head around, and is 20 lengths behind. Good start for Sensational Saturday and Soflatara. They hit the ground running. I'm Really Something comes away in the top flight, although Panici reins her back to run third. From fourth, it's Mexicana racing ahead of Dakota Eyes, then Did Not Mean It. Down inside is College Holly, and after a disastrous beginning, Rara's last of all. Down the backstretch they go and approaching the final half mile. Sensational Saturday through the opening quarter in an ordinary 23 and 4. She has the lead. Moving 4 wide is Did Not Mean It. Down inside in Soflatara from between horses, I'm Really Something. Then back to Mexicana and Dakota Eyes, and College Holly's at the back. Around the far turn they go. Sensational Saturday trying to spring the shocker. She leads a length and a quarter. Did Not Mean It second. Soflatara third. Moving up on the outside, Dakota Eyes just took over fourth from I'm Really Something. From the back, College Holly begins to motor under Ramsey Zimmerman. She's 3-2 and within 4 lengths. Ahead of it, Mexicana, and far back is Rah-Rah. Quarter of a mile away, they converge on Sensational Saturday, and first remove is Did Not Mean It. Dakota Eyes and College Holly swing into action on the far outside. Here's Dakota Eyes, the first to take on Did Not Mean It with 1/8 of a mile to go. Did Not Mean It has the lead, but Dakota Eyes motors past under Sammy Camacho. Dakota Eyes for the lead. Soflatara shakes free. She's trying to get into second, but Dakota Eyes will win it. Soflatara second. Did Not Mean It third. Close for fourth. I'm Really Something or Sensational Saturday in 125 flat. And they're off. Hopping in the air at the start was Me Kwaima. Quick start for Miss Biandetti Ray with Brianna's Bucket on the outside. They're the first two to begin. Palango comes away racing third, about 2 lengths behind. Then it's outside to Miquaima, and down inside, Taco Wayne Shot. Federica's on hold second last, and Flying Girl, the stretch runner, is last of all as Brianna's Bucket works over and leads it by now 3 lengths. Second is Miss Biandetti Ray. Third is Palango. Fourth outside, Miquaima. She's under restraint from Batista. Down inside is Taco Wayne Shot riding the rail in fifth. Outside of her is Flying Girl, and from between them, the trailer is Federica. Down the backstretch they go. Brianna's Bucket completes a quarter in 23 and 4 and leads it by 3.5. On the inside, Miss Biandetti Ray is second. Miquaima is third. Palango races in fourth for Luca Panici, about 6 lengths off the pace setter, ahead of Flying Girl and Taco Wayne Shot, and Federica's last. They swing past the half-mile mark and swing now to the far turn. Brianna's Bucket, yet to face a threat, leads it by 3.5 lengths. Miss Biandetti Ray is second through the opening half-mile in 48 and 1. Miquaima is third. Palango is at the inside fourth as Miss Biandetti Ray starts to get to this leader. Brianna's Bucket trying to catch a breather. Miss Biandetti Ray will not allow it and turns the pressure up right now. Miquaima is set down driving third. Palango at the inside fourth, followed by Taco Wayne Shot, then to the outside and Flying Girl as they swing in. Chamafe and Brianna's Bucket off the turn with the lead. Palango on the inside tries to get after a second. Late run from Taco Wayne Shot with Miquaima. Final furlong, Brianna's Bucket trying to gut it out for another 16th. Palango's going to make her earn it. Here's Palango at Brianna's Bucket. Palango, Brianna's Bucket. It's Palango! Palango nailed Brianna's Bucket right on the money from Miquaima third in 129 and 4. And they're off. Step slow to begin was Roses in the South. Quick start from between them for 40 Kilos, who blasts out to take the lead. Our Gracious Girl comes away in second. Jubilant is out of there third. Roses in the South. Moving up under Montalvo to take over third. Out wide on the course is Honey Hearts. It's a length and a half back to Bint Escandarea. Then Oh What a Moment. And Duchess of Sparkle is last of all as 40 Kilos leads 3 parts of a length. Our Gracious Girl comes to call on the outside second. 2 back to third and Roses in the South. Honey Hearts is fourth through a 23-second opening quarter. These top 4 have opened on the rest of the field, led by Bint Escandarea, getting ahead of Jubilant, Duchess of Sparkle, and Oh What a Moment at the back of the field as Our Gracious Girl tries to take on 40 Kilos, but past the quarter pole, 40 Kilos doing much the better work. It's 40 Kilos off the top of the turn, shake it up for the drive under Miguel Vasquez, opens 2.5. Our Gracious Girl flat to the boards and making no impression second. It's 6 back to Bint Escandarea, who's closing good ground. She might get into second. She's battling with Jubilant for that spot as 40 Kilos is kicked away. 40 Kilos in front and moving away to win it by 4 or 5 in the end. It's going to be Our Gracious Girl who salvages second, narrowly ahead of Jubilant third. Bint Escandarea flattened out late. She got fourth, ahead of Honey Hearts fifth and 106 and 2. Locked away, all set. And they're off. Queen Roller was off slowly. Good start for Artie's Bourbon Girl, who hits the ground running. Hello Juliet comes away in the top flight. Sends Afina and Motions First also away well. Eskin Lady is next, followed between horses by Roll It Gal, then back to Amaluna. And after a subpar beginning, Queen Roller is last of the 8 as they race to the final half mile. Jockey Jose Bautista takes hold of Artie's Bourbon Girl, tries to raid her along up front. She leads by a neck over Hello Juliet, who's alongside second. Sensafina is third, 4 wide. Fourth is Motions First. Tucked in fifth, Edgar Zayas and Eskin Lady. She's on the comeback try, and she's racing only 3 lengths behind. Working 2 ahead of Roll It Gal, then Queen Roller, and Amaluna's plummeted to last through an opening quarter in just 23 and 1. Around the far turn they go. Artie's Bourbon Girl with the tactical advantage and the lead. She strides away to a 3-length cushion. Second is Hello Juliet. Eskin Lady driven at the rail third. From fourth and Roll It Gal. Queen Roller tries to stoke the boilers from the back, and so does Amaluna with a quarter of a mile left to go. Up top, Artie's Bourbon Girl sails by a half and 46 flat and turns for home with the lead. Whip is out on Hello Juliet and Eskin Lady down the outside and Amaluna, but time ticking away if you want to catch Artie's Bourbon Girl. Artie's Bourbon Girl by 4 lengths. Amaluna's running on, but she can't possibly have enough time as Artie's Bourbon Girl is close to the finish, and Artie's Bourbon Girl will hold on to win it by a length and a half. Amaluna second, Hello Juliet third, and fourth Roll It Gal in 124 and 2.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career. In show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
And they're off. The favorite, Mahesto, breaks beautifully and will try to establish the lead, with Joshua's Comprise coming away toward the inside second. Top of the page is on the outside, and Gray Bow between horses as they amble into that first turn. There's no pace on at all, and Mahesto has the lead. Top of the page is on his outside, trying to quicken up the cadence now, working 2 ahead of Joshua's Comprise, and Gray Bow on the outside. Around the first turn they go. Top of the page takes it to Mahesto, and they have quickened up some now after an opening quarter in 24 and 4. They've opened 4 on Gray Bow, who's now third, and the recent winner, Joshua's Comprise, is last of all with less than 6 furlongs to go. Down the backstretch they go. Jorge Ruiz on the outside with Top of the Page. Edgar Zayas on the inside with Mahesto. Their heads apart. Gray Bow and jockey Luca Panici watching the action unfold, while about 3 lengths behind in third, and Joshua's Comprise begins to lose contact through a 48-second half mile. That's a big-time second quarter as these top 2 have continued to duke it out, and that's good news if you back Gray Bow as he's getting a gliding setup into the race third. He's now driven, trying to gain ground on Top of the Page. Mahesto is ridden hard, trying to respond to the challenge here, and then it's back to Joshua's Comprise, less than 3 furlongs to go. First finish line in use. Top of the Page wearing down Mahesto at less than 5/16 away. Gray Bow has had a good setup, but he's not really kicking on with authority here. After 3 quarters and 112 and 1, they run for home. Up front, the leader, Top of the Page, trying to spring the minor upset, and he looks pretty good. He leads it a length and a quarter. Gray Bow going to give it a late surge on the outside. Back to third is Mahesto. He's digging in as Top of the Page begins to wobble. Now Gray Bow runs by him, and Gray Bow will win it under Luca Panici by a length and a quarter in the end. Mahesto re-rallied for second as Top of the Page called it an afternoon about a 16th of a mile before the wire, and they covered the course in 144 and 2. And they're off. Big Boy Bruno and Magnanimous Mind both sent for speed, with Hornerman moving up, moving out the rail. Only in America, these four are quickest from behind the speed. On the outside, and Crazy Frank C alongside I'm Stepping It Up. Then back to Turncoat and Darnell's Spirit. Inside of them, In My Father's Image, racing ahead of Friends with K-Mill. And last of all is Fletcher is Golden. They make their way down the backstretch, and out of the chute they run, with Only in America in front through a 24-1 opening quarter. Hornerman is second, Magnanimous Mind is third. On the outside, Crazy Frank C is now fourth. I'm Stepping It Up is outsprinted fifth. Big Boy Bruno ridden hard already by Miguel Vasquez. He's not gaining any ground. Stretch of two to Turncoat alongside In My Father's Image. Darnell's Spirit is three wide, and then it's still about 4 or 5 to Friends with K-Mill, who's 2 ahead of Fletcher is Golden. The opening half mile was 47-1. Franklin Ceballos and Only in America take no prisoners around the far turn. They lead a length and a quarter. Up into second now is Crazy Frank C. Here's Turncoat launching a 4-wide attack under Nicky Figueroa at the rail, and Big Boy Bruno. He's been ridden awfully hard for 3/8 of a mile, but now he starts to pick up his feet as they run to the top of the stretch. Big Boy Bruno and Turncoat past the quarter pole, running by both Crazy Frank C and Only in America. Then back fifth is In My Father's Image through 3/4 and 1:13 flat. They turn in. Turncoat with the momentum on the outside. He's surging to the lead now. Big Boy Bruno had this long sustained run. He's starting to flatten out a bit. Only in America's resurgent at the rail. The battle's on for fourth. Friends with K-Mill running on. He'll secure that spot to the wire. Turncoat will win it by 2.5. Only in America's second. Big Boy Bruno third. Then Friends with K-Mill and In My Father's Image to complete the high five in 1:38-2.
And that wraps up Sunday's action. Joined by my buddy Jason. And Jason, we'll have Doc for live racing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But we got a special show on Wednesday.
Gulfstream Weekly. It'll be on our YouTube page on GulfstreamPark.com. Want everybody to check it out as we gear up for Florida Sire Stakes Week.
That is Saturday, a special 12:10 post with 13 races. That's Saturday. But join us back here on Thursday. And don't forget to watch the show on Wednesday. Good night. Good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day, hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.